Bro, I hope the stream picked that up because I am not hearing it. Huh. No, hold on. That means, hey, hello, person who's watching. If that's you, Michael, hello. If that's not Michael, you don't need to know who Michael is. It's just a person. I am sorry for immediately exposing you. I'm trying to figure something out with the audio sharing. Well, my friend's here.
Walking to the bathroom and it kind of, yeah,
John, can you see if it's sharing your audio, by the way, just to see, because I don't know. This is, by the way, if you can hear him, is a friend of mine. This is the dude I was talking about that helped me. Somebody just joined the live stream. I don't know who that was. I'm spooky.
Yep, my voice is allowed to be shared.
Okay, so John, say something, just so I can see on the stream.
Something.
John, say something, just so I can see on the stream. Yeah, okay, you are here. So,
Yeah.
just making sure. Oh, so now I don't sound like a crazy person, that's good.
Hey, either way, you sound like you're a crazy person.
True, that's fair enough.
We're all crazy some kind of way.
But I'm a unique kind of crazy. And by unique
That's what
crazy,
they
I
all
mean
say.
that's alarm. That's piercing.
Who's got a piercing?
Your mama. Cause she's into rock. Barely. So it's barely a piercing.
Yeah, because just an ear piercing.
Wow. Equal rights for piercing. All ear
Hey,
piercings
I'm just
count as
saying.
piercings.
Hey, that's what says barely a piercing. Just because barely doesn't mean it's not still a piercing. Just saying it's barely a piercing.
I feel like ear piercings are being very what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for
Are
that's
you
basically
thinking of discriminated against or
discriminated. I
oppressed?
feel like you're discriminating against ear piercings right now, John. I don't know.
Well, not really. It's just because you know you're not piercing through too much skin, so and it's not a severe piercing considering that most people will get an ear piercing.
Tell
People
that to the
pierce
people in
babies.
Africa, bruh. Have you seen the people? Some of the people in Africa, some piercings they have. Some tribes have the piercings that some tribes have. Like, bruh.
Shit, talk to the people in fucking America. You seen the fucking piercing that people have had? They fucking pierce their entire body, and then have the gauges and some more shit.
Yeah, yeah. That's where I'm just like, you know, I think I'm good on the piercing thing.
Yeah, because for one, I understand it being a cultural thing, because you know, like that's how things have been, and you know, a lot of people don't want to change how things have been. They're like, okay, this is how things have been working. Why are we gonna change our ways?
True,
And
fair enough.
bro, I just thought about it. When I go out, I think I might go grab me some wheat thins, some wheat thins, some
I've
wheat
never had wheat
thins.
thins. Actually,
What?
I don't think I've had wheat thins.
You are mad. You are
I don't
mad.
even
You
know
are.
what wheat thins are at the top of my head. I can't even think
Oh
about.
my god. Oh my god. Are you fudging serious?
I is cultured. I is no things.
My friend, you have no culture. Do you even know what a Triscuit is?
um.
Oh
um.
my god. Oh my
Um.
god.
It sounds kind of
Bro,
familiar, but honestly, it might be because
no.
it might have been one of the conversations we've had before, where it's mentioned it, but I don't know.
Bro, I swear to you, like, I feel like wheat thins are like the fucking, they're like the Doritos of healthy snacks. Like they should be known by everyone.
The but they aren't. John, I feel like you're a hipster. I feel like there's a lot of things that should be popular but
You
aren't
and
in your
this
eyes.
hipster shit.
John, you're a hipster with a Boston accent, bruh. It's hard to understand you sometimes.
If that's what you believe, my friend, if this is what you choose to believe. Fuck,
Hey,
I only have
and I
fuck,
believe.
eh?
Trust me, I believe in truth. Cause I know what truth is. I would
Fuck.
know truth at the sight of it. Cause I know things.
Wait, hold on, bro. I'm trying to think.
I know
This
everything
sucks.
but wheat thins.
Not gonna lie, there's been too many things I've said you didn't know about. Weekends is broken. It's broken the last straw.
Shh, people don't know that.
It's broken the last straw, my friend. A lot
Nah.
of the things I'll forgive, but weekends,
Is it
bro.
the broken straw or is it the straw that broke the camel's back?
Like,
And if
hold
so,
on.
what camel are we talking about here?
Wait,
Because I don't like
name
animal
a
abuse.
snack. Wait, name a snack that you know I would have to know, and one that would be sold in like a fucking Stop and Shop.
Like a what?
Like that would be sold in like a Stop and Shop. Do you not have
Pringles?
Stop and Shop there? Okay, of course. See, I know about Pringles. Then you like pretty much. My thing is that these are things. The things I'm naming usually are things that you can buy anywhere. I usually don't. I'm not gonna name some that you can only get in Boston. That's why I'm just so surprised that you don't know about wheat thins.
Not gonna lie, I don't go into stores very often. If I do, I know exactly what I get.
You live in a Christian household. There should be wheat thins everywhere. Let me stop. You stupid now.
No, keep going.
Yeah, so this is a Christian household. We can only have wheat thins in here. Be like, what are you doing with the? Are
The
those
Doritos?
Ritz?
No.
Yeah, are those Ritz?
I don't know what Ritz are, but I am still laughing.
What? Now you're fucking with me.
I thought, is describe a Ritz to me?
You don't know what Ritz, R-I-T-Z, Ritz crackers.
Like the ones that look the ones that look like cheddar, like they're square.
They're circular.
Oh wait, are they salted? Are they like brown and have little circles in them? And they have ridges?
Yes, they look like they're toasted, yes.
No, yeah, I know what Ritzes are. I know what Ritz are. I have had Ritz. I love Ritz. Ritz are good.
Okay, bro, you scared me.
Bruh, I'm
Like,
not
I
gonna.
was about to say, wheat thins is one thing, bro, but Ritz, bro, come on.
Yeah, it's
Like,
literally
Ritz was usually in most kids' snack packs, bro. Like
Lunchables too. I'm pretty sure.
bro, if it's a Lunchable that had Ritz in it, bro, there was no other cracker.
Pretty much.
Like, no bull. I know mainly because my boy Ronald, he would dog some freaking Lunchables. Ooh, I'm about to go put on my new shirt.
Interesting. So you're gonna go out? You going out to get something? You're about to go out and get something?
Yeah, some food.
Okay.
Some comida.
Alright, while you're gone, I'm just gonna basically be by myself, absolutely by myself. There's no one in the stream, so since there's no one in the stream and I'm by myself, I'm probably just gonna be like, just sitting here, existing, and then I see somebody hop up in the stream, I'll start talking.
Um,
Do you think it'd be weird if I just started mentioning somebody the second they joined the stream?
I probably would. They would probably just come out now like, what did you say? Alex? Is that
No.
you?
Is this the right person? Are you my grandson? Nah, I recognize Timothy's voice. Just don't sound anything like him.
Be like, grass chop? Is that what it says? Grass chop?
Ah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even think my parents know their stream. I just realized that.
Hold on, let me see what the weather's looking like outside.
The weather. Baby, it's cold outside. I had to mute myself real quick.
Okay.
And you're about to ask me probably, but then you thought about it. You're like, it's probably best not to ask. That, or you probably already knew. I had a good idea. That moment when somebody gives you too much credit, you just sit there awkwardly for a moment and just go, barely.
To be honest, I just wasn't. I didn't pay attention to what you had said afterwards. Like I just didn't quite catch it. I caught the end of it, and I'm like barely, and I'm like, I'm trying to get dressed here.
Okay. I love how this is on the stream too, just so you're talking as you're putting on a shirt. Welcome to me playing Warframe as a person in the party puts on a shirt.
I need to start working out again, man, but it sucks. I can't. It hurts.
Hurts too much.
My job, no bull. My job is pretty much like a gym as is. So like,
that's your fun. That's you already do. That's it. Now all you gotta work on is your cardio.
No, cardio is one of the things that get worked out the most. Having to go up 4 flights of stairs with packages and coming back down with them.
Well, then you don't need to exercise. Then in that case, but just make sure you get rest for your body, because that's the big thing. Because if you overdo it,
body workout and shit.
You can exceed your limits by just by pressing on. But if you don't give your body rest, it's just self-destructive.
No, of course, that's what I'm saying though. So I can't even work out in my own free time, trying to actually work out the muscles that I want to work out, because my muscles that I'm working out the muscles that I'm involuntarily working out by going to work. You feel me? So I can't even work on the muscles I want to when I actually get home and I have a break, because then I get no rest.
Okay.
Like pretty much if I was gonna do that, I'd have to work out the night that I came home from work, and maybe that morning, and then I'd have to rest for the rest of that fucking, the rest of the Sunday and Monday.
Extraction is ready.
So I'm happy because my boss gave me my birthday off.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
That sounds pretty nice, but like I'm not gonna lie, I hope their boss probably realizes that you're doing all this stuff, and then he just sees that and he's like, you know what, this man may just need rest especially every now and then.
But and the thing about it is because we don't work on July 4th, we don't work on July 5th, but we work on July 6th, and then we get off the 7th and the 8th.
I don't know what day of the week that is at the top of my head. Wait, today's July 2nd, right? And today's Sunday?
Bro, it's not July, it's June.
Oh, July. My brain form fits June and July.
Yep, I damn sure heard it.
You heard it here first. You heard it first. Here first. I is no grammar. That has nothing to do with. I just know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I just don't know what I'm talking about.
I was about to say, stop trying to mess up your English more than it already is, bro. You're gonna confuse yourself.
Hey, at least I don't have a Boston accent.
Yeah, because you got an Arizona accent. That shit keeps getting in the way.
I have a me accent.
No, you have that West accent, that Western accent.
What you talking about, John? I don't like that their accusations.
Terrible.
Feel violated. I don't like it.
Never heard anybody from the West talk
I don't like
that.
it.
But yo, bro, I always
Because I ain't from the West.
My food and coming back home.
How would you feel if you heard somebody talking like that and they're just completely somewhere at random, just random in the world, just everyone in the world just spoke that one day? How would you feel about that?
I'd have to wonder how everybody just changes accents out of nowhere. But, bro, going to go grab my food. I will be back.
Okay.
Alright.
In the meantime. Well, since there's nobody since John isn't here, and there isn't nobody in the stream, since this is being recorded, I might as well leave a message for myself. So, hey, welcome. If you're watching this, you're more than likely a close friend of mine. If not, must be a random person who's just seeing this random person on YouTube, just being like, who is this high schooler trying to be you two? And before you ask, I don't plan on using this as a career. No, I just do this as is, just do it as I play games, just because And yeah, what? If I were to get, I don't know if I'd even want to start getting paid or anything for it. This is probably this is more of a hobby thing. It just goes alongside with me playing games. In fact, this may not even be a permanent thing. This may just be temporary. I didn't kill you. Anyway, sorry. Off track. So, hi. I don't know what I plan on doing with this other than just, you know, just hang out, chill. This is welcome to games with a random person in the world that you will more than likely never know if you're a random person. So hi. Yeah. As for this mic thing, I haven't used mic up to this point because I was just like, oh no, people hear my voice. Oh no, judgment upon me. But now I honestly don't really care, because even if it is people who would judge me, I'd be like, why are you going to this super small channel? Like, unless you were, like, I know for a fact that if you're just judging me, it's just like, why? Like, honestly, I wouldn't care. You know, honestly, I wouldn't really care. Even if, like, the only part where I probably care is like if you start judging me in my and or critiquing me on my video game, in which case, first of all, no backseat gaming. Second of all, I will be very intense with the debate, because I will defend video games, because it's like, oi, know your shit before starting to get up on my face. If that made sense. In all honesty, I don't care. And also, I care, but I care. Basically, what I'm trying to say. I'm just speaking gibberish right now, but just know I'm here just because I am here. I just play games. Maybe even use this as a personal diary. I don't know. I don't know. Depends. This doesn't grow big. I don't hope this doesn't grow too big. If it does, well, that's gonna change. But since it's small, I like to keep it small. Just keep it amongst friends, family who watch me. How much these people don't even know. Yeah. Don't worry too much if you see any. I should probably enable something. Hold on. Ignore any funny or weird things you see here and there. If it bothers you. Oh, actually don't ignore it. Just, well, I can't tell you what to do, but I just say it just doesn't matter. I wouldn't advise it. You may go insane if you try to look into my eyes, or look into the world through my eyes. I'm gonna enable that just in case if somebody's watching and they want it. Usually a lot of friends of mine who are watching me right now have also seen me play this game, watch me play this game. I don't want to spoil that for them. I believe there is one person who watches me. I mean, that I don't know if I know. There's a random person. Whoever you, if you are still here, random person, if that person is still here. This is one person who was watching me play For Honor one day. When I didn't have a mic, I was one of the first few streams. I don't know who that person was. Nor do I think I'll ever know, because they probably can't. I think that's probably who was earlier in the stream. Just like seeing me. Oh god, he's like, oh, he's not playing For Honor. But maybe, you know what? I might play For Honor, just because with a mic, it'd be more interesting. You get to hear my rage. Unlike before, where I had no mic to I didn't have to hide anything. But I've just gotten to the point where I just don't care. It'd be kind of more interesting if I just talked. Because there's some things I feel like would be funny. And if it's cringe, hey, you're the one that came to the channel. Oh, I think John's back. Oh, there goes for my rant. Well, anyways. Just watch, have fun, enjoy the gameplay. I might do stories and or I know a person dies with stores, probably. John? Is John here? Is the man here? I don't know. He might be here. Oh, if he's not, I need to keep talking. Well, yeah. Right now, I'm just chilling. Just nothing. Just in case I just did this mainly to see if anybody would join and start talking. I want to hang out. But, since nobody's watching, I'm just sitting here, just doing my normal thing of leveling up. And just playing the game. This rando probably has no idea that I'm streaming. These people don't know the horror that is upon them. The horror of a teenager. Watch these all be teenagers and or people who are or something worse. Children. 9-year-olds everywhere. No, but I don't care. I don't care. They're not talking. So we'll never know. They're just there. These are people. I don't know these people. These are randos. The only person that you'll know if I'm playing with someone that I know. But this is Warframe. If this is your first time seeing Warframe, this is Warframe. Ignore some voices if you hear them every now and then, because that's just stuff you don't need to know. Just ignore the voices. Ignore the voices. So yeah, that's my Moa. That's not the same one I made, but I think the one I made. Oh, the one I showed on a video one time. I think I deleted that Moa. Oh boy. I don't know what to say about that one. Not gonna lie, a lot of the videos I make are just to show my friends and family. I could probably like to keep it. It'd be preferable to keep it that way, but this is a public platform, so there's a good chance it may not be. I should message somebody to. Oh wow, the person. Oh, I just realized somebody who the person who joined was me. I was checking this. I was checking the stream out. Wow, I'm silly. Whoops. I is very aware of my surroundings. Sorry about that. I was just doing stuff. Sorry, I was doing something. Okay. That was weird. I wanted to tell these individuals, tell them something. By the way, if you couldn't tell by the way already, this game can be very gory. Maybe a bit, kinda.
Let's go on the offensive.
More of like a puppet. More of like a puppet dog, like gore, I guess. Yeah, that big Rudy. Nothing too bad. Not too bad. Maybe consider it, I guess you can consider it violent. I think about it, I think about it, I don't really have a true direct objective or directive when streaming. Huh. I like to fit. It's weird being a small gen. It's weird being here with nobody because it's like both like, if I say something, it's like, nobody will watch this. But at the same time, it's like, oh, it's definitely on the internet. Plenty of people can and might watch. There's a chance, though it's small and irrelevant. There's a chance, and it may be seen one day, easily, very, very easily. Anyway, I don't like to stream For Honor too often because the game is a bit. I'll stream it whenever I feel like it, or if I have someone to play with. Usually a friend. Excuse me. Ah, there you go. I like this weapon. It's fun to. Oopsie. Hold on. Alright. Sorry about that. My father in the background. Dog's licking her. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. I can't blame him. Dogs don't tend to clean their mouth, nor do they tend to lick clean places. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. I don't blame him for not wanting to be licked. It also feels just weird. But the dog, but my dog's good. She's a good dog. Very good dog. Ball of sunshine. Sunshine. Also, I more than likely make a lot of anime references or memes. So if you don't like that at all, the idea of that at all, or just that in general, then I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Don't be here. Yeah. By the way, don't be like or like crazy about. Don't feel bad about the fact where it's just something. Just note that it's normal to feel very overwhelmed or not understand what you can't see what I'm understand what's going on as I'm playing the game. If you play the game, you'll understand because it's very input based. But just if it's very fast or overwhelming, it's just know that I've played this game upon like a long time. Too much, honestly. Some standards, like 1,900 hours, around 1,900 hours, close to. I think I'm at 19. I think I'm in 1,850 hours. Yeah, it's a lot of time. I've played this game a lot. Let me just clear everything on the battlefield. Get over here, buddy! He's probably just like it's just this mass, just this chasing after him. People say that this weapon isn't that good, but honestly, I mean, the stats aren't. They're very meh. But I'll also tell you this: the stance is very cool. The stance on it's very good. If you don't understand, there's a lot of terms I just realized that people wouldn't understand. Just enjoy the gameplay. I'm a nerd. I'm going into nerdy things. I just realized that I should probably warn you. I'm big nerd in a lot of cases, especially Warframe. Oh, I mean, technically speaking, if you play the game, if you play the game from more often than not, you would more than likely just be a nerd of Warframe, because it's just very in depth. It's so in depth that you almost can't play Warframe without being a nerd in some way, shape, or form. I guess. I mean, yeah, you could. You'd at least know somebody very easily who's a nerd. The game's very complex, but it's not too bad. It took me a long time to understand it, but probably longer than it should have. It took me way too long to understand how status worked. It took me 100. I was probably like over 100 hours into the game before I understood how a status works. It took a long time. Now I do, very thoroughly. And it's very cool. If you're wondering what's going on right now, I don't know if I could explain it to you if you don't know, if you've never played this game before. If you have, you probably have a good idea what's happening. So these people are also with me just doing stuff, and they're just as active. They might not have this slashing light, but they're pretty effective, and one of them is able to turn everybody into ticking time bombs, which is what those boom, booms, those explosion sounds are. It's all of these dudes exploding into like little bombs of their own, essentially creating a ticking time bomb and turning everyone into a bomb and just bombing until everything becomes a bomb, damaging everything around it. I don't know how too much about it though, so I couldn't explain it to you very well. Oh god, the sword on my back is clipping through this cape. My cosmetics! No! I just saw that. Oh, why is that oh, that's gonna bother me a little bit. And thus, I stopped equipping the sword for cosmetic purposes. And I'm gonna look.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue?
Forma. Okay, I'm leaving just so I can forma this thing. By the way, the name of the stream is Leveling Tatsu. Basically, I need to level up the weapon in order to... Oh, by the way... Okay, actually, let me explain Warframe, actually, before I go into that. So, pause. Forget everything about for the past 10 seconds I've been talking about. Warframe cool game. It's free. Free to play. No, you don't even need to have PlayStation Plus to play with other people. Though I do have it, I don't need it for this game. You do get bonuses, but yeah. Okay. So, shooter, as you can see, it's the shooter. It's to shoot things. And you get good by collecting things called mods. Don't try to look into depth about all my mods, because this is just a cesspool. They don't organize themselves, so you can imagine how much chaos it is. Alright, so yeah. So now just know that these what's happening right now, this isn't, I mean, this is there's a lot of things to this game, but this is one of the few normal things in this game that people do a lot, is leveling stuff up. Oh, I didn't even explain the game. Okay, hold on. I is on center of track and know what I'm doing. I is no words. Okay. I'm gonna be quiet for a bit. Let my brain cool down. So just know. Just don't worry about the game. Don't worry about the stuff. Just know, in this game, basically, in order to be what matters in this game are the thing called mods, which basically allow you to increase damage on your stuff, attack speed, certain quirks and perks and such, allow special damages types and status chance, etc., etc., all the good jazz. And they basically mean everything in terms of strength. And that's basically that. And these things called Warframes, which are basically, I'm playing an Excalibur Umbra, which is basically Excalibur Prime. Okay, actually, this is basically just like a better version of a frame called Excalibur, a normal Excalibur. The frame's called Excalibur, but this is a special version of it you get through playing the game. It's not too much of spoilers. There's no spoilers behind him. I mean, I'm not gonna go into depth about him because that would be spoilers, but just know he exists, so yeah, it's cool. So that you start off the game with Excalibur, and he specializes in melee combat and he can do this. He does this, but it's not a howl. He just puts his wand up in the air and it uses Expelliarmus for Harry Potter nerds. But if you don't understand what that meant, basically a flash grenade. I hold up a flash grenade in my hand and blind everyone around me except for all of my enemies around me. And this, which is basically heat-seeking missiles that skewer enemies, like this, or this, is cool. And I have 4 abilities. Those were the first 2, and this is my 4th, which is this. What I've been doing for the past like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And it's basically a super powerful sword I can use. And all these cost energy, which is that number at the bottom. That's 258, 259, slowly growing. It's slowly increasing because of that team allies boost. An ally has a special mod on that helps me with that, but I'm not gonna go into depth with that. But just know. Oh, whenever I do this, ignore this. By the way, don't ignore that. That doesn't. Don't think about. That doesn't matter. Just don't ignore that. It's just a thing. You'll understand what that is when you play through the game more. You play as a Warframe, and there's different Warframes, and you collect them. They do different things. This is one of them. This is a extra powerful version of it. It's just no. There's plenty more. There's not too many. There's like 100. There's like 30. How many Warframes are there? I can't. Wait, I don't remember how many Warframes there are. There's quite a few. They all have completely unique abilities. most part. They do different things. No single Warframe has the same exact ability, except for like primes and in this case Excalibur Umbra, because it's still an Excalibur. And there's multiple. There's some different extra forms of some frames. Like there's a prime version, which is basically just it's basically just kind of just cool, like cool version. It doesn't matter too much depending on they do the same exact abilities, but some slightly different like stats. Like some have more health, armor, etc. Like all that jazz. But there's different stats. You see my health there. All Warframes have a lot of actually I think every Warframe, all Warframes have their own unique set of stats. Some of them might be identical by coincidence, but they're very unique. All these frames are unique in some way, shape, or form. Though I will say this, a lot of people don't expect them to be absolutely just like completely like once you play the game enough, it starts to feel the same because this game is. It's not that they're the same. It's just that you just start to understand and feel the game too much, too much, and it gets weird. Don't worry about that for now. This game's fun. But you have to play this game for literally like thousands of hours, like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of hours to anywhere understand or feel like that. And this game can be very grindy, but you can play it casually. You can still play it casually. Like just not play it. Like you just play it every now and then. I recommend you take your time with the game. Don't try to hard body a grind for something. But it gives resources that drop from enemies at different planets and such. But anyway, sorry. Back to what I was saying. Warframes. You know what? I'm gonna make a separate video about this, but just know different Warframes. Warframes are super powerful creature things. They're basically superhero levels of power and strength in a world of like in a year that's so far ahead that's literally just like everything is just destroyed. Everything you know nowadays in modern society is basically ancient history. Like this game takes place thousands upon thousands of years ahead of our own, upon our modern day. I wouldn't be surprised if this game takes place in the year 10,000, because we're in the year 2000. Like that, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes place in 10,000. Though with the way that we're advancing, maybe honestly, it may even be like 7,000. Well, anyway, just all you need to know is that we're superhero. We're basically not. The story is more very unique and complex, so I'm not gonna try to explain it here, nor would I try to spoil it for you. But just know, you're basically superheroes in terms of power and strength, and you're fighting these evil, like basically right here, these enemies are basically communist, space communists, as I like to call them, which are called Grineer. It's a faction. I think about it, this game can be seen very politically, very analogous to politics, because these are like Soviet, like Russia, and like another faction is just like America that these oppose, and then there's Infested. It's very funny when you think about it, but don't worry about it. It's very fast-paced gameplay, by the way, as you can tell. If you can even see if you can even comprehend what's happening. If you're watching what's happening, you probably have absolutely no idea what's happening. Whoosh. It's kind of like Destiny, a little bit, kind of, if at all. It's very, this game is very, very, very unique, or very different, I should say, compared to most games. It's very unique in its own way, and it's really hard to truly. You cannot explain this game to somebody truly without it being at least it being the size of a Harvard University essay. Like that. It's pretty. There's a lot to it. It'd be way too difficult to completely explain everything. But just know that if you see numbers popping up, like those white numbers with like sometimes with a symbol next to them, that's the damage I'm doing to enemies. And damage is very weird in this game. Don't worry about it too much. Just know that enough damage is enough to kill an enemy, like any other game. And yeah, if you're good at math, you'd be very good at like going through this game, because it's good to be good at math when playing this game. Just because it helps to understand it a lot better in terms of like the numbers and such, because there's very complex calculations for a lot of things. Not as complex as Pokemon breeding, integer like numbers go, but it's enough to be able to completely profound somebody who hasn't seen it before. You can play this on PC. I'm playing it on PlayStation or Xbox, and now nowadays I believe you can play it even on a Switch, which makes me want to get a Switch even more. But I kind of scared to do that because I have so much progress on this one that I feel like there's a lot of progress on this game. I'd be devastated if I lost it. I really would. I hope I can. I don't know. I hope I could, but I don't know if I can transfer my progress, because there's also a PlayStation 5 I've been told is coming out, and I would be very worried if I can't transfer stuff to there, or if I can't keep playing on PS4. This on PS4. I like this game, but it scares me sometimes. Especially in like especially in the numbers ways, because there's like what on earth am I even trying to understand right now? Because a lot of these stats and numbers are just going to be like, it kind of just, this game just throws a lot of everything at you, but it doesn't, but never mentions some specific aspects that would make it a lot easier to understand. If you want to get the best idea, the best way to understand this game is just by playing it yourself. Because otherwise, you're just gonna get a mouthful story, just like kind of like how I'm explaining it. And if you don't, it's that the person that's explaining it is doing it in a very oversimplified manner. There's no way to simplify this game and be able to truly understand what's happening, other than the fact that I have superpowers, and I slaughter space communists, evil space communists, and evil space companies and organizing like money companies. Makes me think of a lot of like America. I don't know, it's weird. I'm fighting evil. I am the dark. Wait, I am... Where's it? I am the hero in the night. I am Batman. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be leveling and stuff. I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, this game is in progress, by the way. It's just so if a lot of stuff is if you've played this game before, or if you plan on ever like starting to play this game, just know that this game is very susceptible to change. So if you've played it and a year later you haven't touched it, and you play again another year later, there's a good likelihood that a lot of stuff won't even make sense again. because they'll change stuff in a very in-depth ways that will not be make you very confused. This game it changes a lot. It's not even complete. It's still I don't know if it ever will be, like the story in terms of like just the whole game. And the story they're very slow with it, but kind of thorough. They're more thorough with it. Because the last major story update, I actually am thinking it might have been a year ago, and it was good. I'll say that it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it, and almost everybody I've played the game, I've seen played the game, or I've asked the question, they've enjoyed it too. Even the ones who still don't like this game. Some of them, or the ones that have a lot of problems with it. But with any game, people will have problems with them. If you're just don't let that keep you from playing this game. Find out if you feel like this game is too like terrible. It's not. It's a game. It's a game. Never judge a book by its cover. Try a game before you try to build a solid opinion on it. This game's free, so you can try it yourself and find out for yourself. On both console and PC. My brain I had a massive brain fart there, but yeah, on PC. This game would feel very. I've played this on console, so if you played on PC, if you switch to console from PC or PC to console, it would feel really weird. This game is also first made on a PC, so if some things on console don't make sense and don't feel right, just know that's because it was initially a PC game. But I've gotten it. It just takes getting used to, and I've gotten used to it, and I love it. I like it on a controller. Anyway, John? Wait, John, is that you? Yay! I was just ranting the whole time you were gone about just both like Warframe and about like kind of the channel. Just kind of saying like, this is just. Actually, wait, John, did I ever tell you anything about this channel? I never just said anything. No, actually, no, I know for a fact I haven't. But wait, John, you there? John? John? I spooked him with my rants. John? Hello? Hello? Ugh. Ugh. Terrible Nabe. Hello? A terrible Nabe immediately tries to do another. Hey, John. Just trying to look at something. John. What just happened? Hold on. Hey, are you back? By the way, if somebody said, just me, this game is very personalized in terms of like how good it is, or if something's good or not, or yeah, just know that this game, a lot of with mod, especially since because of the mods, there's no uniform way to do stuff. It's just basically do whatever the you want, whatever the flip you want. It's just it's very chaotic in a way. Honestly, if I were to describe it formally and simply put it simply, but it's not. It won't. It would take time. But if you had somebody explain it to you, if somebody was there who understood the game, or had a good enough understanding of the game, and helped explain it to you as you played it, or if you needed questions, it wouldn't be too difficult. It'd just take time. Just let it. You'll be fine. You won't hurt your brain. It's not like super competitive or anything. It's just kind of there. It's more it's gotten a lot more friendly to new players. But there's still some things that you may not understand. And that's why I'm here. Because actually that's kind of also another reason why I'm doing this, is because just for those who try to maybe help people who in Warframe, because honestly I kind of like to help people in Warframe, but it would help if I just did it in a different way. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I realized a lot of things, I was just like, I really wished someone just explained this to me. But most people I knew didn't understand it, nor did a lot of people on the internet.
You don't understand it.
And sometimes, kind of. Anyway, I was just by the way, hello John. I was just ranting a whole bunch about like the Warframe and about the channel.
Oh, just in the stream?
Yeah, but while I was waiting, while you were gone, a lot of it was about like kind of like what the channel and just general for just people who just sit in there come in. A lot of it was me talking about Warframe 2.
Forgive me for the
Fan.
Yeah.
Turn down your mic just in case, because I've gotten used to it, but I don't know about the stream. I feel like people in the stream would be like, why is this happening? Please stop.
Well, just give me a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna put on the watch anyway because I forgot who's talking.
I can't hear him, but I couldn't hear that, but okay. It's very windy out here, Tim.
I said either way, I'm gonna be muting myself for just a moment anyway, because, well, not for just a moment, until I'm done eating anyway, because I don't eat.
Oh, you got your food? Yeah, okay.
So I shall be done.
Alright. And thus another rant. Thus I try to find something to talk about. I guess not. Another thing to talk about. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain the game this game, it's very personal in terms of being, if you're gonna explain, in terms of trying to explain it and understanding it easily. Because it's very difficult to just, it's extremely difficult to understand it and or explain this game in a very general sense. Because there's so many important things that you just couldn't explain. There's just no way you could explain, because that's why I don't really blame the devs for not having a very thorough system in terms of tutorial, because it's just like this game. There's a lot of stuff that I can't even find a way. I wouldn't be able to probably find a way to explain it. Maybe I would, but it would just be. It would just overwhelm. It would probably overwhelm people more often than not. It's kind of just, but to describe this game, if you were to describe the kind of genre, it's kind of like a Destiny in the sense that you basically just this super thing and doing stuff, fighting fighting factions and such. One-man army business. And you have your own stuff you can customize. All that jazz. So yeah. I'm not gonna lie, you probably would, now that I think about it, if you are a random person, you'd probably already have known about Warframe at this point. If you're, well, if it's for this kind of stream, you wouldn't find, can't imagine how you'd find your full way to here. If you did, Google, this is, machine broke. You're stranding people in random parts of the internet, of YouTube again. Feel free to engage, by the way, because I'm just here. I'm just here, and this is basically me having nothing better to do. If you want to talk, sure. I mean, I don't imagine unless it gets too big, but that's not. I'll just talk to people and here and play games. If you want to know more about the game, explain it. Most people who are hearing this are probably just friends and family anyway. So, yeah. I have a tendency to use Exalted Blade a lot with Excalibur. I wonder if that's actually a combo. What's that thing? I'm trying to do a certain part. This Lover's Farewell, then release. Is that supposed to be it? Because I'm not releasing it, I'm just holding it down. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. I've played this game for 1,000 hours. I don't know what I'm doing. Pretty much a lot of people in this game, because they're not as like, a lot of those people don't pay attention to very obvious details that are detailed to them. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically saying life. I don't know. Let me stop talking. Okay. Okay, let's see. What level's my Tatsu? It's level 23. Okay. Ready? Ksha. Shing 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 yeah. Ooh, da, 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 da. Yeah. These people don't want to go further than 20. Or one of them doesn't. I prefer to keep all 4 because the more people you have, the more experience you get. It's still 23? No, 24. A lot of progress. What level did we start out with? Oh, it was unranked when you started, so that's good. That was a lot of good progress. This is the end game, boys. By the way. So this is not what you'd be facing up against. This is not what you'd be doing immediately in the game. Nor do I recommend you do it at all during the first, like, 100 hours, in all honesty. Don't do this. Don't do stuff that you don't want to do. Just do stuff. Do whatever you want to do in the game. Try to find some fun in this. But if you do have to do something in order to progress, then just have fun. Just try to find a way to do it with have fun with it. Because there's not that many situations where you just won't have fun. I feel like, no matter what, I feel like you'd have a lot of fun with this game to begin with. Try to just progress through the game and just do it in a fun way. That's all I have to say, because there's a lot of ways you can go through this game. It's very, very diverse in that sense. Like, in terms of personal experience, there is a lot of. I don't think there's one person, unless they played together, not one same person who's had an identical experience playing through this game. There is a PvP system, but I don't recommend it. It's very weird. It's a very PvE heavy game. I won't say this, Destiny does beat this game in terms of player versus player. But this game, actually, I'd say honestly, I'd say it beats Destiny. Especially since it's free. Even without Destiny's thing. Actually, no, Destiny, one thing I will say this, Destiny has more diverse things such as raids. Like, Destiny does have raids, but this game, honestly, in every other category, it's fun. More fun. There's a lot more you can do than in Destiny. There's a lot more to do in this game than in Destiny. I'll say that much. Like a lot. Like a lot. That's why people call it a grindy game. You'll never know what this game will be for you unless you try it, though. That's all I can say. I would not recommend this game, by the way, if you are very busy. If you're a 24/7 busy type of person. This is one of those games that you do. Like if you don't if you would want if you have for those situations that you just want to binge watch but just play something instead of binge watching, this would be a game. This would be the game. A game you could binge, I guess. This game may be very time consuming because I had it for like 2 years. I think it's only been 2 years and I've already had like almost 2,000 hours on it.
Use it well as you walk the harder path.
Huh. Daily login. There's something else I gotta do. Hold on. What time is it? Okay. Probably am gonna end the stream for now. Might do another one later today. But for now, I might just end the stream just because of because I need to take a break. So yeah. See you all. For anyone who watches this next time, or will watch it again. But anyway. But that is all. See ya. Bye bye. Bye.